Alright, welcome to Yard Work this week. Let me show you a great example of what an RPO is and how well Tua Tagovailoa runs them. As you can see, this is 11 personnel. They're up against nickel defense, and you see right there, that's the look. Looks like it's a counter tray. Delivers it for a 9-yard gain to Preston Williams. Now let's slow it down, and you can see all the keys. Okay, Aaron Donald right now is looking into the backfield, and he's trying to determine what they're doing with these guards, because sometimes something that Aaron Donald sometimes does is line up directly over a guard when he suspects there's some type of trap action, and then he tries to shoot the gap in between it. So he's looking into the backfield right now and try to identify it. Tua Tagovailoa has already identified the mic, and now he's already calling the motion. And let's stop it. And there's one tell right here which I don't like, which is something that they have to fix. And we're about to see Durham Smith set right here, and he is set. And let me get the telestrator. What they're trying to do right here is, you see how Eric Flowers is up? Okay. What they're going to do is try to get a double right here on Aaron Donald, and then they're going to pull Eric Flowers out here. And then try to create the lane right here to run through if he gives the ball off to Myles Gaskin, right? And of course, you have some type of counter tray action here with Durham Smith, who's going to come around as well. It's very well executed. Tua Tagovailoa at the last second pulls it and finds a lane to throw into. Now, let's run it. See, they've shaded off of him. There's the completion, 9 yards. Good execution, although he could have given it off as well because they had it very, very well blocked. All right, the score is 7-0 Los Angeles Rams at this point. It's the first quarter. There's 4:53 left. And this is an instance where Tua Tagovailoa does a very good job processing the information he's receiving. Now, let me stop it right there, and let me bring out the telestrator. He is recognizing that this is man, okay? And the reason he's doing that is you're going to see it pretty close to before the snap. First of all, he sees how they're man up right here, right? But he sees his little formation right here. And he sees them calling out who's going to get who and who has the switches. One telltale sign is whenever you run trips on one side, and the outside corner is playing leverage like he is, it's usually man. Because if it's zone, he doesn't care to play any leverage. But what the Dolphins are going to do right here is that they're going to run a go and another go on this side, as they're going to run a little twist like switch. And when they release, they're going to release together, but delayed across the middle. Now, what Tua Tagovailoa is reading at this point is these safeties right here. It's a two-deep look, right? And what he wants to do is move this safety off of this hash to get this go route, right? But he doesn't move off the hash. So the play is really designed to move this safety off of his hash with this crossing action. So what he's reading is the safety. If the safety comes up to take away this flat that could be wide open, then he's going over the top to Gesicki. If the safety holds, then he's throwing to the flat on the crossing route. Same thing on the other side. But Tua Tagovailoa recognizes it right away, and he makes the right decision. They just don't complete the pass. Let's run it so you can see it. And run it slow so you could see what he's processing at all times. By the way, this is Aaron Donald, and he's going to be left to come off of this edge against Jesse Davis all alone. And he almost gets there. All right, you see it? See it? Stop. Right there, Tua Tagovailoa is reading this action right here, and the safety has not moved off the hash. He knows he does not have this throw. But he knows he might have this right here, right, on the crosser. But as soon as he turns, first of all, he has pressure coming off of this edge from Aaron Donald. As soon as he turns, he recognizes this safety coming up to take it off, take it away. So he's going to throw the 9 route to Mike Gesicki. It's good processing. And he does it quick. See? He sees the safety. There's the 9 route. That is very good coverage by Darius Williams. Gets a hand in there to break it up. Gesicki almost came down with it. Pass was good. Maybe you would have wanted it a little closer to the boundary. Otherwise, good recognition. Good play by Tua Tagovailoa. The score is 7-0. The ball's at the 25-yard line. It's 2nd and 2. And the Dolphins come out in what is 12 personnel. They have 2 tight ends. They have Durham Smith, Adam Shaheen. They have this little pistol formation. And they're going to run for this first down. And we're going to run it so you can see what transpires. Gesicki was playing actually as the Y on that side. And we're going to slow it down. We're going to let it come into motion. Now, this is a simple counterplay. It's a Dolphin staple. They haven't really executed as of late out of this set. This is something that they had a lot of success with earlier in the season. And what they're trying to do here is, this is Aaron Donald, okay? So they're going to have to try to block him one-on-one right here. And they're going to try to wall this off, okay? So Aaron Donald cannot shoot this B gap, okay? They don't want him to play like a 3-tech and get up the field. If he does, he blows up the play. So they're going to have to wall him off. And this linebacker is going to be exposed on the edge, right? Devontae Parker is going to kick his man out. They're pulling Solomon Kinley to kick this man out and up the field. And Durham Smith is going to lead Gaskins on the counter through the hole to get the first down. Every other action is block and try to get downfield to get other blocks. And maybe you can make a bigger play of it. But we'll just run it so you can see what they got. There's a snap. There's the double on Aaron Donald. They walled him off. Jesse Davis does a very nice job walling off Aaron Donald and then managed to get in on that. Durham Smith was a little late. And Josh Johnson does such a good job to get in on that tackle at the end. But it was really this linebacker holding it down. They did get 3 yards and they got the first down. All right, the score is 7-0. It's still the first quarter. There's 2 minutes and 2 seconds left. The ball's on the 22-yard line. And this is an example of max protect. And we're going to run it pretty fast so you can see the play at full speed. It's completion. Jakeem Grant. And we're going to run it again, but this time slow. And we're going to show you what's going to happen here. Okay. Jakeem Grant is going to try to take his man up the field and try to hook. Right? And since this is max protect, they're keeping Durham Smith in to block this end. So they're keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in to block. Gaskins has anybody coming off of this edge. They're trusting everybody else to block their man. They know they're going to hold this linebacker because they're going to release Gesicki up to the flag. And Preston Williams is going to go up and to the post and eventually across. And you're going to see how late developing this route combination is, and Tua just has to come off of his original read, which is the crosser and the flag route. So he comes off of this really, really quick. He just doesn't have enough time to be scanning, waiting for that post to open, although it does open up late. They do have a double on Aaron Donald, and he's no factor in the pass rush here. Let's run it slow so you can see what develops. There's a snap. Here's Aaron Donald. He's pretty much stonewalled, and he's not going anywhere. See, Tua's looking. He's like, I can't be here forever. Somebody's already uncovered. I got to get rid of it. He comes off of this, which is late breaking, and comes all the way across the field on the comeback route. Very nice. And let's watch now the protection. As you can see, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the back who's going to try to pick up anybody coming off of this edge. Here's a snap. Here's Aaron Donald. He's essentially doubled. It's Karras. It's Eric Flowers. And he's no factor in the pass rush. There's the pass to Jakeem Grant. Completion. Good throw. Good recognition. Really the only thing he really had on the play. All right, let's get a little love to the defense here. The score is 21-7. There's 3:01 left in the second quarter. It's 3rd down and 8. The Rams are backed up. They're on their own 31. And it was very hard to find many instances where the Dolphin defense was doing anything really, really, really tricky. It was just that the Rams just couldn't recognize zero blitz, or they would make the wrong line calls, or Jared Goff would just hold it too long, or they made the right line calls and the Dolphins rushers just defeated it. But this one is a very, very smart rush, and we're going to run it right here so you can see it. Let's see it line up. This is going to be just man-to-man, single high, really easy to recognize. I'm going to put it slow so you can see it. Easy to recognize. And there's something subtle happening that you probably just saw, but Shaq Lawson is just going to come off of this edge, and he's being blocked by a tight end. That's Everett that's trying to block him. Hits Jared Goff, ball's loose. Kyle Van Noy picks it up, and now he's trying to score with it. And he's going to get down to the 1. And we're going to try to move it along here so you can see the rush and what they tried to do on the line. Huge play. That pretty much iced it. But we're going to slow it down here. And I'm going to show you what's going on. As you can see, Shaq Lawson right now is being eyeballed by Andrew Whitworth. He knows he has the widest man. He's in a wide 9 stance. Ogba is also coming off of here, but we're going to run it a little bit slow so you can see what is happening. They recognize that this could be another zero blitz situation. They already got blown up for one of them for a 78-yard touchdown, so they don't want to give up another one, right? So what the Dolphins do is really interesting. They got a man right over the center. Now let's run it so you can see what they do. They call in Everett as an extra blocker. And look at what, you see it? He's about to do it. Shaq Lawson recognizes that, and he's now going to get wider because he needs space for what they're going to run. And what the Dolphins are going to run, and oddly enough it gets completely defeated, is that they try to get wide rushers here, and he has to get outside of the tight end, by the way. Okay? He doesn't want to bull rush him because he bull rushes him, he could create a whole pile right here. And what they want to do is trying to make these guys make calls and switches to try to get one guy through. And what they're going to try to do is trying to send this man right up the middle. And they're going to run stunts with both linebackers, Jerome Baker and Kyle Van Noy. try to get one of these guys to pass off one to the other. Hopefully they make a mistake and they allow a free rusher. But as you're going to see right now, that's not what happens. Here's the snap. Zach Sealer's doing his best to occupy as many guys as possible. As you see, he's grabbing two guys right there. You see it? And, of course, these guys didn't get home, but Shaq Lawson did as he got around the edge of a tight end. You try to block Shaq Lawson with a tight end, you're going to have issues. Now, Calvin right there has the scoop, and he's trying to score. That's a nice move right there. Come on, pick up that block. Now get outside again. It's a good rusher. Now run to that pylon. Run to that pylon. I'm going to have to cut inside of this guy too. All right, now score. 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 Get there. Get there. Missed it by a yard. Nice play. Shaq Lawson. Calvanoy. All right, the score is 28-10. And it's 3rd and 13. The ball's at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins want to get off the field here. Keep their momentum going. And they do something very interesting on this pass rush. It's a staple of theirs. You could tell it's obviously man-to-man. They move the running back from the boundary in. McCain is coming in with him. And you have single high. Now, I'm just running it slow so you could see what they're doing. The Dolphins are in dime personnel. 1, 2, 3. They have Brandon Jones right over the nose, by the way. 4, 5, 6. Dime. Eric Rose, deep center. So, still looking so you could see what they're trying to get at. Okay. Stop it. Very smart defense. Okay. They're playing with some type of cushion, right? And it's kind of disguised, isn't it? It looked like man, and it is man-ish, but they switched some of these. And Jerome Baker is getting back in a hurry. Don't mind the pass rush. It does get there. But see how the rush develops and gets there. Look at that coverage. They're in zone. It's not man-to-man coverage. Protecting the sticks in zone coverage. They got to Jared Goff. That's how you disguise man and move into zone. And now I'm going to show you the pass rush and how it got there. This was some tricky stuff. And I know I said a little bit earlier they didn't do much tricky stuff. Well, they did right here. Okay, this is the pass rush. This is Shaq Lawson. This is Emmanuel Ogbah. This is the line right here, right? Okay, what they're going to do is that since they're pressing the A gap, right? And it looks like it's an overload over here. It's 1, 2, 3 with only 2 blockers. Stands to reason they might slide the protection this way, right? So they're sliding the protection this way, right? Well, you're going to work against that. And the way you're going to work against that is you're going to have Zach Sealer try to occupy the left tackle. And if he can, try to grab the guard. I know that's not legal, but it's the NFL. It happens all the time. Brandon Jones is actually going to try to hit the center, right? And as Jerome Baker gets into the deep middle, Ogbah's going to try to open up a lane by coming with a wide rush. As Shaq Lawson comes all the way around on a stunt. Looks complicated? That's because it is. Now watch it develop. And I'm going to put it slow. Watch it. Notice how they're threatening off of this edge. And now they're communicating right now. And they're talking about, okay, I got this man right in front of me, so I got him. So we're sliding. We're sliding. And he's coming out of it. And Everett's going to release with him, right? Now look at Shaq Lawson. Look at Shaq Lawson. Look at the job Zach Sealer did. And Shaq Lawson's now on a guard. And he's going to beat him with the arm rip. Flip that. Rip that flipper. Get through. Get there. Get there. Didn't get there. Zach Sealer cleans it up. This is a desperation throw. Even if it's completed, it's pretty far from the sticks. And the Dolphins have tacklers. Excellent defense. Excellent execution of a rush. All right, here's the play that Tua Tagovailoa did not diagnose quick enough. Had he diagnosed it quickly, had he delivered it, it could have scored from this part on the field. The score is 28-10. There's 5:19 left in the third quarter. The ball's on the 30-yard line. It's 3rd and 6. And let's run it, and let's run it slow so you can see what's going on. It's a 3-by-1 look, which is something that they do a lot. And then Mike Gesicki's over here, and he's all alone, so they have a corner on him. But soon it's going to be a 2-by-2 look with Jakeem Grant joining Mike Gesicki. Now, at this moment, it looks like man, right? But this is a safety right here. This is Josh Johnson, okay? So he's going to follow Jakeem Grant across the formation. And Tua now still thinks it's man. But once he sees this leverage right here, and let's stop it, he has to start thinking about maybe it's zone. So he's not recognizing anything left. But let's run it right back so I could draw up the route combination. What they're going to do is they're going to run Isaiah Ford up the seam. They're going to run Preston Williams across. They're going to run Gesicki on the over and Jakeem Grant under him. And for whatever reason, they bring 5 on the rush. Dolphins pick it up. They give him a decent pocket, although it's going to collapse eventually. So Tua starts to back up to try to give himself some room to throw. And for whatever reason, half the Rams defense is playing zone, and some guys are playing man. So it's some type of intricate pass coverage that they played on this play, or it could have just been a mistake. But look at how Jakeem pops open. Here's the over. Preston's on the crosser. And here's Jakeem. Look at that. And the ball's already delivered. He puts this ball out here. He might even have a blocker here. He can score on this. He's going to be in the open field. But he throws it behind him. Poor execution. If he puts it out in front of him, who knows? Maybe he recognizes he could run up the hash and he's gone for a touchdown. Would have been a 70-yard touchdown. I feel pretty good in saying that Jakeem Grant in the open field, especially in this game, probably scores there.